Our grammar skill focus is proper nouns. Let's take a look at our objectives. This week we are learning to capitalize proper nouns such as names of historical events and historical documents. Later in the week, we will learn to capitalize titles of books, stories, and essays. Finally, we are learning to capitalize languages, people's names, and nationalities. As a refresher, let's go ahead and compare and contrast proper nouns and common nouns. Remember, compare means to tell what these two things have in common, to put in the center of the diagram. And contrast means to tell what these two things have that are different, to put on the outside of the Venn diagram. Let's start with what both proper nouns and common nouns have in common. That's right. They both name a person, place, or thing. Now, pause right here to think about how they are different. Well, we know that common nouns are general and that the first letter does not get capitalized. However, with proper nouns, they are specific and unique, and the first letter gets capitalized. Now that we've refreshed a little bit, let's go ahead and take a look at proper nouns. What types of proper nouns are there? Can you name some? I'm sure you have thought of names, such as your own, or even Miss Pipitone and Mrs. Belfie. You probably thought of specific locations, such as Mullica Township, New Jersey, or even the Maplewood Restaurant. Did you think of book titles, like Because of Winn-Dixie? Maybe you thought of historical events, such as the Boston Tea Party. Maybe your favorite song title came to mind. Maybe you thought of different languages, such as Latin, Greek, Spanish, English. Maybe you thought of your months of the year and days of the week, Monday through Friday and January through December. Maybe nationalities came to mind, such as Hispanic, American. Or maybe you've thought of historical documents, such as the Constitution of the United States. These are all examples of proper nouns that would be capitalized when written. Let's take a look at this example. Here we have a historical event being written, and it's capitalized. Boston played a big part in the Revolutionary War. Notice how Revolutionary War is capitalized because this historical event is a proper noun. Let's take a look at this historical document. Congress created the Declaration of Rights and Grievances. Notice how Declaration of Rights and Grievances is capitalized. Well, all of the important words in that title are: this historical document is a proper noun and must be capitalized when written. Names, languages, and nationalities also must be capitalized. Let's take a look at this example. Mrs. Anson read us some Chinese tall tales that have been translated into English. Notice the name, Mrs. Anson, the nationality, Chinese, and the language, English, are all capitalized because they are proper nouns. Let's take a look at our thinking questions. When we need to identify if something is a proper noun, we ask ourselves, what words name a particular event, particular document, maybe language, person, or nationality? Any words that name an event, such as Revolutionary War, should be capitalized because that's a proper noun. Words naming a document, such as Declaration of Rights and Grievances, is a proper noun and should be capitalized. Nationalities, such as Chinese, should be capitalized. Languages, such as English, should be capitalized. These are both proper nouns. And finally, proper nouns naming a specific person, such as Mrs. Anson, should also be capitalized. Let's practice. We are going to read a few sentences that need some editing. We need to capitalize some proper nouns. We will first talk about events and historical documents. As I read this sentence, see if you can find an event or document that should be capitalized. Here we go. The members of the Continental Congress wrote the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Pause right here. Where is the event or document proper noun that must be capitalized? That's right. Declaration of Independence is a historical document, making it a proper noun that must be capitalized. Here's another. Many colonists had been hoping for independence since an event called the Boston Tea Party occurred. What proper noun here should be capitalized? That's right. The event Boston Tea Party should be capitalized. It is a proper noun. Later, the people of Boston fought in the Battle of Bunker Hill. How should we edit this sentence? That's right. Battle of Bunker Hill is a historical event, making it a proper noun that should be capitalized. Now let's focus on editing sentences where we have to find particular names, languages, and nationalities that must be capitalized. Here we go. Aunt Nisi knows many African folk tales. She is Kenyan. I see a lot that needs to be capitalized. Can you spot a name? How about a nationality? Pause right here. That's right. Aunt Nisi must be capitalized because she is a specific person. African and Kenyan are also nationalities that should be capitalized. Let's try another example. My friend's father is Haitian, and he tells her many stories in French. I see a language and a nationality that are proper nouns and must be capitalized. Can you find them? Pause right here. That's right. Haitian is a nationality and French is a language. Proper nouns that must be capitalized. My friend James is proud that he can understand some of the Apache stories his father tells. Can you find proper nouns that need to be capitalized? Pause right here. I'm pretty sure you found the name James that must be capitalized, as well as the nationality Apache that must be capitalized, both proper nouns. Here's another example. Luckily, many Russian folktales have been translated into English. How should we edit this sentence? That's right. The nationality Russian and the language English must be capitalized. Here's another example. Noticing the way words are spoken is important to understanding Vietnamese folk tales. How should we edit this sentence to improve it? Great job! The nationality Vietnamese should be capitalized because it's a proper noun. Boys and girls, it is your turn. On Google Classroom, you will see these blue editable sentences. Please edit each sentence to capitalize proper nouns. Remember, historical events, historical documents, names, languages, and nationalities are all proper nouns that should be capitalized. Go ahead and show what you know.